Good morning and welcome to Reach Daily Devotions. My name is Esther and I am part of Reach Leicester. I don't know what the weather has been like wherever you are in the last few days, but here in Leicester it's been quite awful. We've had a lot of rain, it's been grey and it's been cold and generally miserable. Last week, however, the weather was a lot nicer. And on one of those nice days, I went for a walk with my husband and my son. And as we were strolling through the park, enjoying the colourful leaves around us, I said to him, I really love autumn. But then I paused and thought for a moment, and I realised I say this about every season. In spring, I walk around and I love all the shoots, the green shoots and the blossom on the trees, the buds and all the new life that suddenly seems to appear. In summer, I love the fact that it's warm, that we can meet outside and have picnics and barbecues and enjoy the sun until late into the evening. In autumn, as mentioned before, I love the fact that everything suddenly becomes so colourful. We can collect conchs and leaves and just embrace this season in so many ways. And then of course there's winter when it's crisp and cold, and if we don't want to go outside we can just curl up with a hot chocolate in our hands, and everything is cozy and lovely and wonderful. Yes, for me, in every season there is something that I really love about it. So as I was pondering the different seasons, I was reminded of a text in the Bible that speaks of the different seasons that we actually go through in our lives. And it's quite a well-known passage. We find it in Ecclesiastes 3, verses 1 to 8, which I'm going to read to you now. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. I imagine that for many of us, the last 6 months have not been an easy time. Our lives have been drastically disrupted by COVID-19. Many people have been furloughed, they've had to homeschool their children. You may not have been able to see friends and family for a really long time, and it's been tough. So as we're looking at this passage here in Ecclesiastes, we very much feel as though this has been a time to weep, a time to mourn, a time where we want to tear things down because life is just so hard. But when we look in the New Testament, we are told that actually, no matter what time we are going through, there is one constant that always stays the same, and that is Jesus Christ. We read in Hebrew, chapter 13, verse 8, that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus Christ is God's Son who came to earth to fix the mess that we're in, to save us and to bring us hope for a better future. Jesus Christ doesn't change with the seasons. He doesn't change depending on how we feel. He doesn't change depending on what our circumstances are. He is the same, no matter what. If we invite Jesus into our lives, then I believe He can show us every day something that is beautiful. And even on the toughest of days, Jesus can be there and bring us hope. So as you go into a new day today, I would like to encourage you to look for Jesus. Where is Jesus in your everyday? How is He bringing you hope? And how is He showing you something beautiful?